book of Proverbs in the Bible, you hear that a good name is better than riches. But recently, I had a very funny conversation with someone, and she was like, "Good name do not have anybody. Oh, don't go and be doing good name, all those kind of things." And then today, I'll be reviewing a good name by Yejide Kilanko. Hi, I'm Roving. Welcome to Roving, and today we'll be discussing a good name by Yejide Kilanko. Now, let's get into it. There are many cultures in the Africa that are somehow very funny, but I mean, when we explain them to an extent, it becomes more understandable. And one of them is the belief that whoever travels abroad travels to greener pastures, and so they must have it better than wherever they are coming from. And what this does is it places unrealistic expectations on people who are in diaspora that they have to hustle sometimes 4 times as hard as those back home to make money. So they continue to make sure that this belief is true, instead of them to say, it's a lie, life here is very hard, life here is tough. But no, they would rather hold on to their ego and do that. Now, in this book, there's a character called Eziafa. He has a full name. It's not something I can pronounce. Eziafa Kego. I hope I didn't spoil it. But yeah, that's his full name. And he's been abroad for a number of years, but he didn't get really good jobs, so he didn't have so much money. Now, because he didn't have so much money, he couldn't go home. So here is the thing: if you are coming back home to an African family, even if it is that you travel to a different state, like, okay, let's say you're living in Nigeria and then you're living maybe in Taraba and then you travel to Lagos. When you're coming back to Taraba, people expect that you come loaded, because it's proof that you've gone to work. Now, in this man's case where he didn't really see money, what did you think was going to happen? So first things first, what happens is he doesn't attend his father's burial, because he knows that it is way much affordable for him to send money back home than to come home himself, because when he comes home himself, he's going to have to spend a lot of money. And for some reasons, tickets to Nigeria is very expensive. I don't understand it. I mean, when Alma Asinobi was going for her Guinness World Record, she mentioned that her 2 most expensive tickets were the tickets from out of Lagos and back to Lagos. And me, I'm like, but why? I've not been able to understand. If you know why, I'm open to explanation. I'm very open to knowing why, because it doesn't really make sense to me why you would travel to other parts of the world with even more distance, but our own is more expensive. Why? It's not as if they're even giving you special treatments yourself to start with. But yeah, so those are the kind of costs he put into place, and he realized he couldn't go home. But eventually he gets a better job, and then he goes home, and then they're about to find him a wife, because if you find wife in American women don't know their rights. There is this I think when I was reviewing Back Home and Abroad and Other Stories by Peter Hollis, on Instagram, there's a page I took a highlight of where the woman was like, so because I'm educated now, you don't know how to handle me, something of the sort. So the thing is, when men realize, oh, women in America, they are educated, even if they are Nigerians or part Nigerians. But when you go to the village, you meet a woman who is uncultured. And by uncultured, I mean she doesn't know that, or she doesn't know her rights. So you can bring her, so you can marry her, dominate her, subject her, just do a lot of things to her, to trample on her, and she won't say a word because she doesn't know that she has a right to say a word. So he does that. He gets married to this very beautiful and smart young lady who, on getting to abroad, she realizes, oh, these are my rights, and she stands for it. I really hate how tragically this book ended. I'm a fan of when people do wicked things, they should at least receive a few of it in real life, which is one of the reasons why I liked Born in a House of Glass. Because, I mean, yes, he did not suffer so much, but we can see that he suffered. He did not suffer so much, because if it was left to me, he would have suffered a lot more than he did. Huge fan of people doing bad things and then suffering. I know like that's not the way it works out in real life. Like so many people do bad things and then they don't suffer for it. But I mean, if this man had suffered, it would have given me so much joy, so much happiness, so much gladness of heart. And anyway, that's all for me for A Good Name by Yejide Kilanko. This is a very, very good book. I hope that when you pick it, you get to enjoy it as much as I did. Bye.